Okay, so topic for today is going to be, let's see if you can hear me, right? Yeah, just thumbs up if anything. I know you're at your work thing too. So topic today is going to be on how to prep you guys for your presentation when you guys are going to go for your appointments to meet with your clients, either if it's in a listing presentation or if it's a pre-con presentation. I think this is a very important subject that we should be discussing about, just to make sure that you guys feel confident. Matthew and I wants to make sure that you guys are well prepared going into your appointments and not just taking what is fronting from your clients, right? Like, we want to give your clients options. We want to come in professional. We want to come in with a lot of information from the back scenes and not forget any important opportunities that is necessary for your appointment. So I am going to share my screen with you guys, and we're going to be touching base on two different categories. One category is a listing presentation, and then the second category is going to be entailing for your pre-con presentation. So those agents that are just resale focused, then you guys know what to have and what to bring. And those who are in pre-con focus, you guys also know how to make your presentation, and vice versa. If you're actually doing the opposites, you guys have that knowledge into how to kind of promote your projects to your clients. Okay. So the first one we're going to hit on is your resale. We're going to hit on your list. Now, marketing has spent a long time these templates here and ready for you guys. Now, this template is actually for you guys to use and just implement all the information you guys need that's necessary. Okay, so this is pretty much on our G Drive as well. You guys can just make sure you guys make a copy and edit from the copy version, not from the actual version on G Drive. So please make sure you guys don't do that, because it will get erased, and as it should be. Okay, the ones that won't get erased, it's your copy because it's yours. Okay. So going into your templates, what they have here and they prepped for you, your second slide is going to be your information. Okay, let me just make it smaller so you guys can see the full version. So your information is very important, right? When we come into our presentation, when we come into our clients, we want to make sure your clients know something about you. You know, years of experience, what do you specialize in, your contact information, your Instagram information, your email address and whatnot. It's very important to make sure that they know who you are, because sometimes they might not, right? Sometimes it could be a lead that you're calling and they don't know who you really are. They might think that you're working just for the builder and that's it. But you want to make sure that you communicate. Hasib, are you saying something? You okay?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I'm not sure, the screen you're showing on the TV, is that the picture on your...
It's not? Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second. I know why, because I'm not sharing. Sorry.
No problem.
Do you see my screen now?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay, I am so sorry. Yes.
No, that's fine.
So first slide is just going to be the introduction. The second slide is going to be the agent name, which is pretty much your information coming on. So we want to make sure that you're introducing this information to your clients and talking to them a little bit about who you are, where you came from, just to kind of have that connection with your clients too. Okay. Your third slide is pretty much going on to your key services. So it's pretty much letting them know what you specialize in residential, commercial, or property and portfolio. You can be doing property management service. You can be doing marketing service. This also entails on pre-construction. If you say that, okay, you know what, I am focusing on resale leases as well, I also have allocations for pre-construction. It kind of gives them an overview of what you can bring to the table. So it's pretty much opening up your portfolio of what kind of services that you can bring in. Keep in mind, to come into this brokerage, not only that we only specialize in pre-construction, but we do more. We also do resale. We also do leases. And people who are agents, I should say, who are in our team that focuses only on resale, you guys have an upper hand that you get the allocations of pre-con. You guys have an upper hand to get those incentives as well. So don't forget that your role does not only stop at resale. Just because you guys are not focusing on pre-con, or you're not doing calls in pre-con, don't think that that's where you stop. You have access to pre-con. You have access to Matthew's allocations and incentives. All you have to do is reach out. It's important, very important on a monthly basis to come by And if you can't come by, set up a virtual math with me, and we are here to give you the updates of what we still have, because it's only going to open up doors for you guys, right? So key services is very important to make sure that you guys are announcing and understand and make your clients understand who you are and what you can bring to the table, okay? Next slide, client testimonials. This is great because you want to kind of give your clients an overview of past services that you've done for your clients. Why is this so important? Why do you think that we want to bring clients' reviews about you? Why do you think that you should be announcing this to a future client?
Trust, experience.
Trust, experience, because clients, they can like your pretty face, they can like your charming face, but they also want to know that, okay, I have a big chunk of money in investment. Can I trust you? You're in for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years. What have you done in the past? Do you have proof? Do you have clients that's giving you that remarks about you? So it's very important. It's not to boast you. It's to kind of give them the assurance that, listen, I've helped other people and they were happy with my services. And this is why you want to present that to them, okay? Next one, sales process timeline. What do you think this means, guys? Anyone?
Sales process timeline. So like going over, I guess, you want to do all your research, figure out what their needs are, what, like pre-qualify them, and then go into the process of finding comparables, finding like.
So sale process timeline, it's not, that's a good, it's a good thought, but that's not what it really touches on. That touches on you, on the work what you have to do. Sale process timeline is a topic for getting your clients ready for processing and listing their place. What do they have to do? Cleaning up, paint job, landscaping, decluttering. If they have to fix anything up, it's to kind of set the time. Okay, we're going to be putting this in the market for sale on this. We need to get this done prior to this. After the for sale is going to be done, then we're going to be looking in terms of like, what's the next step? So those are the focuses that you want to set for your client. Keep in mind, you're the driver's seat, right? So you're the one who's giving direction. What is the next step? This is what we're going to be at. This is the next thing. This is the date and timeline that we have to get this done by prior to that coming up. Okay, so you're setting expectations for your clients because you want this transaction to go smoothly from the beginning all the way to the end. And it may not stop here, because what it means that once it's sold, we are starting to do showings for what you're going to be buying, right? They have to go somewhere. So you're setting those timelines for your client to make them understand the processes and expectations and to get them to be aligned with you, okay? Next one, current property listings. This is where your comparables come in, right? You want to have those things broken down for your clients. It kind of gives you an overview of your projects. It gives you an overview of what they're looking for. It also kind of gets them into a reality check that, yeah, you want to list your price at this, but the current market around the area, this is where it's at. And you want to give them good comparables. Do not go into your appointments not doing your homework. Do not go into your appointments and not have anything to present to them and doing it and searching while you're at the appointment. You should be doing this already and coming ready, right? Because you also have to be ready for whatever they are rebuttaling back at you. So make sure that you do your research prior coming to your appointments when it comes to your listing presentation, because you are going to get those questions asked. Well, I think my home is worth this much. Well, okay, I get that, but this is the comparables in the area for something that's similar to your home and the pros and cons for it, right? This is what had sold, how long it sold for, what's the conditions of it, what it features, what do you have, what they haven't, vice versa, okay? So you always want to try to kind of give them, this is a little bit more if you're going to go into condos, then you can kind of go into the breakdown of the building instructions. So pretty much like the builder, the exposure, the parking, the locker. If it's an assignment, you have that option therefore as well. Okay. This is just an overview of more projects, more properties that you can show them as well. Let's go down to Comparative analysis. What does this mean?
I see.
Yes, that's exactly it. So you want to kind of give them the comparison as well and have those broken down and ready for them. Why is it important to do a CMA?
Because not every property is exactly the same.
Mhm.
So sometimes you have to take the most comparable properties and then just kind of deduct and add things to get the best market value.
Exactly. So this is something that we want to kind of break it down to our clients, right? Numbers are going to say everything. What's black and white is going to say everything, not what we think and what we feel. You want to show your clients that this is what's in the market and this is how long it's been in the market, and give them an overview on that topic. Okay. I'm not going to go into detail what a CMA is. I'm sure you guys already know. If not, then look at my training from before. Okay. Calendar. What is this? The calendar is to kind of give you a breakdown of whatever open houses that you guys are having for the subject project, okay? Why is it very important to have a calendar set up prior to anything happening? Why is it important that we want to announce this right now in this appointment? Anybody? Important to set up a calendar for your clients at the appointment to let them know what your plans for open houses are. Anybody else?
So that
Give it a chance. Give it a try.
Sellers can get like those dates ready to prepare for the open house if they have any reserve anything.
What if they have pets?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. that's
What if they
fair.
have kids? You know, they have to kind of get things prepped up, and you have to also organize as well, because you, on your side, you have to organize your clients, but also you have to organize your marketing materials, right? Like flyers, door knocking. You have to organize, you know, what you want to have, the timing, if you want to go give any like postal handout that you want to kind of give out. If you want to start announcing it in the area, in the neighborhood, you have to plan those things out so you engage as your client. So having this ready for your client is very important. Your client is going to appreciate you more because they're like, okay, you're well organized, you're prepping things up. Keep in mind also, what if there's like a holiday? Like, is people going to be around? What kind of neighborhood are you at? You know what I mean? Like, are you able to do open house? Are you able to put up open house signs? Is that even allowed? You have to research all the back scenes, not only, I'm just going to set up an open house. You have to look at the bylaws as well, right? You have to look at the zoning. You got to look at where you're going to be placing your open house signs and who's going to be capturing. If you probably want to do like advertisement into your Instagram or your social media, you want to have those things scheduled. So in that way, you are getting yourself well prepared for it. So I think having a calendar set up, announcing it, and also presenting to your clients is very important because your clients going to appreciate that more. Okay.
Michelle, how far in advance do you like plan something like this? Sometimes the reason why I'm asking is because sometimes I feel like we all of a sudden it's like, oh, let's do an open house this weekend. Like sometimes I feel like they're not even planned out properly.
It depends on you. It depends on the client. And there are things that you have to be able to, you know, it's going to be at the spur of the moment. I get it. But that's where this is going to help prep you, right? Like if you are going to, keep in mind, clients are excited. Their house is going to be listed. They want the whole works, right? And they're going to be like, oh, since we're listing it on Monday, can you do an open house this weekend? And you're going to be like, sure. Then you have to start tracking. But I think that's the best opportunity for you to try to engage with your clients. And this is why we have these presentations that, listen, let's organize because we want to make sure that the open house is successful. We're not just planning an open house, just like, okay, it's Thursday, let's just do it on Saturday. There's time that needs to be put into it because we want a good outcome. You want to sell your home. You want to advertise your home. You want the best offer coming in. So I think it's also letting your clients know that we can do it, but you got to expect not much of an income can come out of it. We're doing things last minute.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, recommend like 2 weeks to like a month ahead.
I would say you probably like, it depends. I would say probably like 2 weeks to prep. It just depends also your door knocking, because your door knocking before, your door knocking after. You know what I mean? So I think it definitely. Sorry, is somebody else joining? Can somebody see?
I wasn't able to join.
No? It's okay. You guys are seeing my screen. It's okay. Okay, contact details. So contact details for booking and viewing. Make sure that your information is there. Online information, mobile information, email address. Make sure that your contact detail is on top. And if you're not going to be there, let's just say you're on vacation. Who can they contact when you are on vacation? Who will be the next person? Talk to your brokerage, just saying, hey, I am going to be going on vacation, just in case you get some information from other agents. Please make sure you pass it on to me or your fellow person that is very important. The last thing I hate is that when I'm going into a showing or whatever may be the case, and I'm trying to get an answer from my client who's actually interested in the listing, and I can't get a hold of the agent. I'm calling the brokerage and no one's picking up, or they're like, okay, I'll page them, and then they don't even respond. That is the worst possible outcome. Business is business, even when you're aware or not. You want to be able to be point of contact or have a proper direction of who can answer those questions, because a deal is a deal at the end of the day. And it's a big issue when it comes to your clients, because this is their home and that they want to make sure they get done. So that things are expected to happen when you're not physically here, but your contact details be on point as well. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so this is more for resale. I'm sure you guys have this template that you guys can work on it. I would say play with it, get it on from G Drive, make a copy, play around with this template and see what you guys can do with it. This is just a guideline of how to come about, but you can tweak it and make it to personalize it to you and however you want it to be. Okay.
Is it under templates?
It should be under templates for a presentation. So type in real estate presentation.
Amen.
Sorry, Hasid, go ahead.
It came with a very good list.
No? Okay, let's go into the other presentation. Okay, so the next presentation is going to be for pre-con, which we all love or learn to love. So pre-con presentation, when you guys are calling down your leads or your current clients or resale clients, like, you know what, I'm interested in pre-con. You want to come up with a presentation slide and make sure that you guys have this covered. So this is a Calgary one that we have here, just to kind of give you guys an overview. And then what you want to do is talk about why is it important to invest. So it depends where they're investing. We're going to think that this is a Calgary client, because Calgary is always a tough thing, because we're literally calling them in the office to do this, or meeting them at a Starbucks or a coffee place to present. We're not really going to a site. So that's where it becomes a little bit difficult. And this is why your presentation needs to be on point. So as of right now, when you guys are talking to clients and you're pivoting them to Calgary, make sure that your presentation comes very solid. You want to make sure that you're pointing out every detail that you could do to make sure why this project is good. So why buy in Calgary is what we want to say. You want to kind of give them information on terms of the growth, in terms of employment growth, depending if your clients is looking at as an investment or as a personal use. Okay. You want to kind of make sure that there are like pictures and numbers. Don't have it like a paragraph. You're not giving them a brochure that they would have to read through. Too much words can be too overwhelming. So make sure it's eye-catching, colorful. Make sure that you have pictures and graphs that can kind of take their focus on something else, and then you can put focus back on something else. Okay. Let's go to our next. So let's talk about market trends and stats. We all know that numbers and stats and market is something that's a big thing right now, right? So point out things that is going to be of importance for your investor, your regular resale clients. They want to know what's the market like, what's growing, what's not growing. Is it actually a good time to invest in Calgary, and what to invest in Calgary? So keep that in mind to make sure that you have your information, your market on point with that. And that's something that you guys get on a monthly basis, right? So same thing with Calgary, we get that information as well. And marketing always drops that. So make sure that you guys stay on point with it. Okay. Next one, let's see the benefits. You want to let your clients know, why is it going to benefit you and what's going to benefit you for you actually investing in Calgary. You want to point those things out, because if you don't benefits, then why would this be a great opportunity other than it being cheap? Great, if it's cheap, but it's not going to make me money. If it's going to give me more issues, if it gives me more hassle, then is it going to be a true good investment? Right? So you want to point out the necessary stuff and keep it short and simple. Don't make it too technical. The more technical you make it, the more you blab on, you're going to get stuck. Keep your presentation simple, easy to follow, and it's common sense and it makes sense, right? Once you start doing more, then it becomes boring. You become like an everyday agent that keeps having all the fluffs, and that's it, right? Okay, why buy with Rohit? Rohit is a developer. You want to say, why can we trust this developer, right? As of right now, people are really questioning builders. They don't know, are they going to build? Can we trust them? Is this a reliant builder? Like we do have our mama papa mixed in with the high-end builders. Can we trust them? And this is where you want to point out, who is this builder? Your clients need to know that information. You yourself needs to know that information as well, because you're selling on behalf of them. You're selling their product. And if you don't know anything about them, then that's a concern. So take the time when you guys are actually presenting and trying to sell, take the time to get to know what you're actually selling and know the builder that you're selling for. Okay, whether there are bad stuff, good stuff, whether they canceled or suspended, you should know the story behind it to help them recover. Because I can guarantee you one thing, a client has their phone on them 24/7, just like you do. You can talk about this builder. At the same time we're talking to the builder, this client can be searching something and say, give me the review of Rohit. Give me any issues with Rohit. Has Rohit canceled? Has Rohit this, that? And they can point it. The first thing that they will point out, anything is bad. So you always want to make sure that they hear it from you so you can save the deal. Then them capturing and saying, well, you're telling me this about this, but then I'm seeing this. So make sure that you do your research on your builder and have an idea of the backgrounds as well, and know how to rebuttal anything of that sort, okay? All right. Talk about the builder. After you kind of give them the breakdown of what they have achieved, you talk about the builder and saying, okay, how long they've been in the business. This is part of role play, right? Like we talk about the builder, we say that what they specialize in, with their specializes as well. So you want to make sure that you talk about past projects that they have done. So clients have an understanding that, okay, this is not the first thing or like the first few projects, but they have built things before and they've completed it and their work has been done good. So make sure to bring that up as well, okay? Keep in mind, give them an idea of how much or where other projects have been made or done with Rohit. So you want to talk about the builder, but you also want to talk about, we can go southwest, we can go southeast to northwest to northeast. We have projects all around. Wherever you want to go and wherever you think it's best situated for you and your family or your needs, we can go into those directions. So just make sure that you're able to give them that information, okay? You're not coming here to present one or two. Keep in mind, your portfolio and your background, you have a lot of access to many. Show your clients that you do, because your clients will not know what you have access to if you do not expose that. If you're going in for one thing, like let's just say I'm going in to sell Sora, and they don't know that, well, I have Livingston as well, and they don't know that you have like hardwood or cobblestone. How would they know that you have access to that if you don't bring it up or if you don't advertise that, okay? Okay, let's talk about the features, the designer, right? Why is this important to tell clients what are some of the finishes and who takes part of it? Why is it important to bring up Louis McGee?
I feel like it's important, like, I guess depends if they're an end user or not, right? If it's a person.
Actually, investors think this is important as well. Why do you think that investors, because investors have pride as well in what they have,
It brings prestige to a
Exactly.
project. It aligns
Exactly.
with somebody else's experience or their reputation.
Yep. It brings the quality of the builder and what they have and the connections that they have, and is bringing that assurance and that, like, look what we have to feature for you. So it brings the importance of who the builder has partnership with to bring quality into the table, and that's very important. So you have to understand why we do this and why this is important. You want to bring quality to the table, because if you do not bring quality to the table, you're just going to get any random project with whatever. Okay. Good. Now, why do we want to show the difference of what they feature, like in terms of finishes? Why is it important for Rohit to talk about Duncan Heat, and then also kind of give you an idea of your finishes? Why do we present this specific slide?
The feeling of being inside of your home. There's only 3 pallets, and
Well, I can have the same feeling for any project. Why is this really in particular that we really want to bring out?
they're so different.
What's different?
Like every single different palette has
Okay.
its own different feel
Okay.
to it, depending on what aligns with what you feel. I
Okay.
guess.
What else? Don't look too hard. Don't look too hard.
Choice, options.
Okay. Main thing is, are these not standard finishes?
Yes.
In
Well, they're
some
standard
builders,
Rohit.
in some builders, we have to pay for certain upgrades, but these are standard finishes. So it gives them the high quality, and that you can get whatever choices you can get, yes, but these are standard. This is not something that you have to pay for an upgrade to get all of these features and finishes. Okay, that's the main point. Is that, yeah, you can get the quality, yeah, you can get like different options, yeah, that this is like, it makes you feel the need of how it will look. You go to any model home, you can feel the need, but doesn't mean that's what you're gonna get. If you want this, it's an upgrade. If you want backsplash, it's an upgrade. If you want a different kind of hood, that's an upgrade. If you want your waterfall countertops, it's an upgrade, right? So you want to kind of pinpoint that out, because that's important. That separates Rohit from others. Okay. Okay, what do we sell? We want to advertise that even in pre-con, not only in your resale listing. We want to tell clients that, hey, wherever you want to go, condos, towns, semi, detached, we have it all. We can kind of pivot to wherever you want to go. You just let us know what is it that you need, what is it that you're looking for, and I can pivot to whichever direction that you want, because we have projects that involves all of these categories. Okay. Then we're going to be talking about actual projects, and these are images that you guys are quite familiar with, because we see this all day long, right? We see this on our WhatsApp chats, we see this on our email templates. So this is something that is nothing new for you to see. This is something that is there, that is quite common to the eye, that we know exactly how to bring this feature. It tells you on your location. It tells you on what's the special incentive. It tells you exactly on immediate possession. It gives you separate basement entrance. Then it kind of gives you your feature price. It also gives you your deposit if you're starting. It also kind of gives you where your amenities and your transits and your location that's close and how close it is. You want to pinpoint the most important thing for your client, because that's going to give them an overview. Because the main thing that they normally will see is a picture of the house, condo, townhouse, and starting price. That's where your eyes will normally tend to go to. And then everything else kind of comes along, right? So make sure that you guys give them options, okay? Give them options, because like I said, they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what you have. And if you don't tell them, listen, I can do that, I can give you that, they're not going to be able to ask you, because I'll guarantee you there's 10 millions of different other agents. I shouldn't say 10 millions, but many different agents out there that is doing the same thing that we're doing, calling these clients, giving them what they want. And you don't want them to be ahead of you. Okay. So benefits for you, benefits for your client. It's something for you to know. Okay. Now keep in mind, I wouldn't do this part to your presentation with your clients. They don't need to know your commission and how much you're getting, but this is for you to know how it can benefit you. And this is for them to know what you're able to give them. Okay. So it's just a little bit of a reminder of how to push yourself to push your clients and what it entails. Okay. Okay, talk about exclusive incentives. If there's anything exclusive, you want to keep throwing this back in their face. What can you give them? What are the actual incentives? What are the breakdowns? You want to kind of keep them and have them remind themselves that, okay, this is what I can get you for this specific project. And this is what the builder is offering you. Now, whichever project you want to go for, this is something I can do. Okay, so give them choices. Make sure that the incentives are something that they understand what they're going to be able to get you, because not every agent can have that. Okay, any questions? Okay, same thing. You're just advertising not only the cheap stuff, but we also want to bring out the expensive stuff that we have. Upper Greenwich, right? Give them options of not only do we do condos, townhouses, semis to detach, we also do luxury custom home builds, Upper Greenwich. And this is something that's going to offer you a lot of features, especially for your rental market, because you can have 3 separate units into one if you really need be. Okay, sorry, this is not loading, guys. It's taking time. It's taking its time. But it's just to kind of give you guys an overview of everything. Okay. Any questions so far? No? We're good?
What's wrong with black?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Okay, Hasib, any questions for you?
No, nothing. Nothing to do with this call, but I have something to share with you guys.
Yes.
I was working on one of my property, which is ready, and I am actually co-listing with Sam McDaddy,
Okay.
right? Due to its.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you repeat that? You're getting cut
So,
off.
so I'm co-listing with Sam McDaddy. My home,
Okay.
due to a few reasons, because one is where it is. He's very good known in that area. I'm sure you know who Sam McDaddy is, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, but I am co-listing, and I have asked him that I will do whatever it takes, so he's okay with that. So for that reason, all our agent, like I would like, it's an open invitation for you guys that if you guys want to come and make any kind of advertisement for yourself, because this is our own project, so you can say this is what we do,
Yeah.
right? Like it's in Oakville.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how many agents are there right now who are listening to me, but you guys are all most welcome to come and make your own videos. So what you guys do or what we do, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good for.
Steve, is this your personal
Yeah.
home?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So
Okay.
if
That's
you guys want, I can.
amazing.
Yeah, Matthew knows, but he didn't visit. But he asked me that if we can do something over there, because it's a house you wanted to show. I'm not sure if you guys follow my Facebook account, but I do have shared some videos over there. It's a custom modern home, more than $5 million. So I think it's going to be a good thing to show to public. It's fully staged.
Yeah, we can definitely plan something out.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that's a really good opportunity. What I would probably ask you to do is maybe share that information onto our group chat. And if we have like a good amount of 3 to 4 people, we can always set up a day that we can all meet there.
Yeah.
And then we can let you know, and we can do our videos and such.
You know how they do Selling Sunset? You know how they get together, they do some small party and they invite people. If we can set up something like that, I think it'll be a good for us. I know Samantha's laughing.
Yeah.
Is that something going on in your head?
No, just I was laughing because you were talking about Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
And, like,
You see,
the whole
it's a
community.
great idea to just
Never
promote
watched it,
agents.
but I
Yeah.
don't
You didn't watch it?
So It's
I don't-
definitely a good idea because that used to be our old brokerage. We used to have a few of our agents from the other brokerage, and he normally does luxury. And they used to invite about 30 agents coming to the site and make it their own. So it makes it their listing and whatnot by
Yeah.
the agreement with the seller, obviously, that they agree, but the sellers liked it because it was just extra exposure
Yes.
that they had got. So definitely a great
Yeah.
opportunity. And if our agents were thinking if this is actually a smart way of getting yourself out there to show your own people that you have listings under you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, a buyer going to come and that's going to benefit them.
Right. Right.
So I would say definitely drop that information and the address with that key points of what you would like to see.
Right.
And then maybe we get about 3 to 4 people who are interested. We can definitely plan something out and then we can connect with you. Okay.
Right. Perfect. We can set up like a small party over there.
Yeah. I'm all
Yeah.
for it. I'm all for it.
Okay.
That's for
Okay.
sure.
So let's talk after the call.
All right.
then. All right, guys. Have a good day.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.